Hello everyone and welcome to the map Golden Aura. Starting today, the highlight professional best of 5 series of StarCraft 2. The upper left corner here, the red contender, the Protoss, it is herO. The herO Protoss needs. And the Zerg player, the blue opponent, challenger, and champion. It is Serral. The monster, the finisher, slayer of probes. Hopefully, was that an extractor trick? Plus, the creativity. Alright. The probe does make its way here, not going to be able to stop that very fast hatchery. By the way, Serral going for that quite hatch first play to get it down before the probe even gets there. Pool right after, sort of, the gas. Yeah, it's a hatch gas pool, sort of. That gas was decorative at best. Okay, used to get an extra drone out, nothing more. What is in store? Serral, I wouldn't expect to do anything, crazy, super wild. Serral's just the macro monster, okay? Mechanics, superior. herO, though, he could have a card. He's the wild card here. Could absolutely pull something off, go full-blown shenanigans. We've got the double gas, the core on the way. We won't know what's really going on aside from a pylon in the wall, apparently. Choices. Not necessarily wrong choices, but certainly choices involved here. Queen's on the way. The probe's time is limited. Actually, herO's just going to head out anyway. Checking for the third base. Did you take your third hatch yet? No. Apparently not. Serral. Not quite ready to do that just yet, although I think the moment is drawing near as the amount of minerals is steadily rising, steadily increasing. herO's tech choice is seen. Map number 1 here will be a Stargate, hopefully surprise to no one, because Stargate being the most versatile of openers. Get that Oracle out, get a bit of scouting, information, potential harassment even, a little bit of damage, but nothing too absurd. Third hatch will be taken. It's a gentleman's macro game so far. Everybody's just sticking to their corners. PvZ generally does kind of go this way, I feel. Unless somebody does something very early on, very committed, this is how the standard goes. Oracle, I hope. Oracle, of course. The best choice for this early on. Could have seen Phoenix, but I'm more pleased to see Oracle. I want to see a bit of a macro game between these two. Adept does make their way across and decides to completely throw away any and all amount of shields. The one Protoss we found that's quite shield averse, so I'm just going to step right in front of the angry queens and let them take care of that shield for them. Shading, just for information, just for vision, not really going for anything there. The single Zergling over on the other side will find that third Nexus and even desperately try to get away. I don't think he's getting away. Rip. Zergling will not be getting out of there. The Oracle, though, on the other side, also quite shield averse, it seems, and not going to get any information other than there's queens. Serral locking down the door. Absolutely nothing going on there. Alright, so the Protoss side, we've got another Oracle, Moracles, if you will. Of course, this will be number 3. They perhaps will join forces. As the new tech choice, that path is going to be the Twilight. Will it be Storm? Will it be Blink? Will it be Charge? Probably Blink, if I had to guess. herO, of course, making the Stalker Oracle play quite famous. It can be deadly in the right hands, with level of control needed far beyond my capabilities. I make stalkers look like a kindergarten toy. Like, oh my god, why would you ever make that? And that's okay, I'm proud of that. Creep tumor, viciously eradicated. No hope in life, no future will be found. The queen, oh, quick transfuse. Serral barely saving that, and likewise barely gonna get one of the oracles. Was that the injured one from earlier? I don't even think so. I think that was one of the full health ones that got targeted, just a little too close. That upgrade choice from the Twilight looking like it will be charge. Okay. Not too expensive. herO didn't get charged too much for that one. The Zealots will certainly be thankful, certainly be happy about that choice. A few Zerglings. Oh, somebody saw it. They get caught. Nope, just kidding. Going right on by. We just decided to take the most dangerous path home to the Queens. Revelation goes out. Emotional trauma inflicted onto the Queens as the Adepts quickly shading around. Just clearing the creep though. herO just trying to keep the creep in check. Serral says, well, what if I build a unit that doesn't need creep? Yeah, Spire on the way. Not the choice I expected, honestly. But I'm intrigued to see where it goes. The Adepts not going to commit. The Oracles desperately trying to get some information. Have not spotted said Spire yet. They make their move at the third base just to go after a few drones. The drones, sure, can be damaging, can be hurtful, but not as much as perhaps this MUTA surprise, I'm willing to bet. Probe, easily dispatched, dealt with. Immortal on the way. RoboBay follow-up. Neither used too often to fight units from the Spire. What is... Oh, there they are. I was going to say, I think the Spire finished. Where's the MUTAs? Serral just waiting to get enough gas to actually have upgrades and MUTAs on the way. The follow-up look like it's going to be roaches. Prism here in the main base drops a few Zealots that brutally damage and batter a queen, but don't actually finish the job, which it feels like even larger of a punishment. She's gonna sit up at the front. She's earned the right to be the most upset at the Prism. She gets first shot at it. The MUTAs do hatch and artfully avoid the Oracle in the middle of the map, so Serral might actually get the jump on herO here. These MUTAs, they will not be seen until they hit the base, and that is the worst time to find the MUTAs. The natural comes under fire. Probes not even moving right away. herO waking up a little bit there. We'll actually get some of them out, but not nearly as many as I'm sure he was hoping for. 13 probes go down immediately. Battery over at the other base will keep some alive. The Archons here should keep the rest of them alive, though. MUTAs cannot take an engagement with those Archons right there. The ground force is going to make their move, pulling the army away. Gives them a little bit of an opening here. Prism dangerously flying over the Zerg units, but it will be okay. There's a single Phoenix who thinks he's a hero here. Will start to pick a fight with said MUTAs, which looks like Serral's going to try to split them up. Perhaps try to draw some of the army forces away. The ground forces clash at the fourth base. MUTAs once again hold control of the natural, which is going to spell nothing but doom, I feel, for these probes. Phoenix still trying its best. Oracles reigning supreme so far. Oh yeah, the Biles, come on. The real battle, the micro battle here going on in the main base. MUTAs versus Phoenix. Not looking too good for the MUTAs at this point. The Phoenix with battery support will be fine. They will clean all of that up. But there's no more MUTA follow-up. herO, I'll say artfully, rather, making just enough Phoenix to deal with the MUTAs, not overcommitting, not slapping down 3 more Stargates, saying, oh god, there's MUTAs, because now, oh god, there's Zerglings in the main and the natural, which is very unhealthy for any Protoss, Definitely need a doctor's visit after this. The probes, not even working. They will go to a little bit of battle, though. A lot of them are being picked off. 15 more have fallen. How many probes is this? 43 probes have been killed off. Oh, dear. Well, that's not good at all for the Protoss economy. Serral still looking a bit strong here. A little bit of counter damage. herO slips a few zealots in. They pick off a queen and perhaps one drone, but not enough, I feel, to even that out. It's going to take a bit more time. Watchtower will be secured by both of them at very different points in time, though. The gold base was spotted, which herO is going to immediately pounce on, it feels. Does not want Serral to get this extra economy. Serral already in a strong spot. So as well, fine, if you're going to destroy that base down there, you're clearly not up here defending this one from Lurker Viper. Now, deadly composition, a patient composition, though. We'll be able to kind of just set up shop, pick off individual units until herO decides to commit. Reinforcements streaming from the right for the Zerg, though. Lurkers so far doing pretty well. A decent blinding cloud shuts down those immortals, forcing them to waddle towards the Lurkers in their own demise. Zerg will take map number 1. The MUTA surprise really helping out, knocking the Protoss a bit off balance. Onwards now to map number 2. Map number 2 in this series shall be Crimson Court. Joining me here, the upper right, the blue Zerg with a bit of shenanigans of their own in map number 1. It is Serral. And their opponent, the red Protoss here in the bottom left. Can they take it back, get a win on the board? It is herO. I hope so, honestly. I really do. I know, may feel Zerg favored sometimes. Zerg is where my heart lies, but at the core of it, I do play random. I enjoy all three, and at the end of it, I just love good games. The fans are the real core victors here. We need just great content, absolutely beautiful battles. And despite being a relatively 14 years, just celebrated the 14-year birthday for StarCraft 2, I'll say things still looking pretty good. The graphics are holding up decently, I will say. Alright, map number 2. Things looking, I'll say, a bit more dreadfully normal. Serral not going for the very fast hatchery that he did in map number 1. A bit more normal hatch gas pool play. Drones, of course, being rallied on the way down to work. On the other side, things looking very similar. Stargate, will it be the Oracle again? Very likely. Why change? We're all kind of part cat, I feel. Nobody really likes change. Hydration alert, guys. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Keep on drinking before this thing heats up. StarCraft players and part cat. That was where I was leaving off, of course. We all really wish we could just do the same build over and over. It'd be working fine. No maps would ever change. I'm sure the pros feel that way, at least. They don't want the maps to change, I'm sure. But the rest of us definitely enjoy that change in art style. Holy rich gas hatch. Third base. Coming up very quick. Serral wanting to take the... Here's the question. Is it for the rich gas, or is it for the forward creep position? Because the rich gas could mean something a bit more economical, a bit late game coming on quicker, something like lurkers, for example. The forward position, though, that could just spell aggression. Serral goes for the roach flood, gets the creep going out a bit quicker. I'm curious if herO will respond in kind. I just saw a click here. Was it a probe? Oh my gosh, it is. It's gonna be that. A rich gas clash, I can call it. The Oracle definitely letting Serral know that I do see that base. I see what you're doing. I see what you're up to. You think you're special. You think you're unique. Nope. Protoss gonna do it too. Alright, they're both gonna take those forward rich gas bases. Of course, it's not that it, gives a whole lot more over time, but it's worth 2. you get 2 gases for the price of 1. You get to save a little bit on workers, get that extra income a bit quicker. So we'll see what comes of it, essentially. Yeah, start slapping down that assimilator. Even long distance mine that one, right? Because we wanted that bad. Adepts just keeping an eye on things with the aid of that Oracle. It just looks like Serral's following up with a Roach Warren behind this. And this is going to be one of the common points of contention, I feel, because the Protoss can easily hit things from the low ground right here. You don't really have to commit going up the ramp. Certainly can even surround. Go, of course, 1 ramp up there, 1 ramp down here. Adepts shading around. Oracle will spot. Did they get the Roach Warren? Yeah, they definitely got the Roach Warren. Just as it was finishing up, layer on the way, upgrades to follow. You see the importance of getting this one online. Serral took this one before even the natural gases. The natural's a lot safer, a lot easier to take at any point. This one, though, this one could get destroyed, frankly. Oh yeah, it's even going to be the target. Really? No? Oh. Lings. Not going to step in. You're herO. herO going to try to destroy the extractor there. He's going to get it. Oh my gosh. It's about economic denial at this point. Say, oh, you took that gas quickly? Well, what if I destroy yours? Keep mine. Take that, will you? You and your late game gas heavy plans. Blink, of course, completed here. Not going to prevent one of those stalkers from being picked off, though. It's around the herO, the blink of sass there, okay? You just lost 1 because he got surrounded because he didn't get away. Why would you push it? Why would you press your luck? Biles going out. Ooh, careful. Nearly losing 1 there. The extractor still the target. Ravagers able to keep them out here. You can't damage the trees. You can't get rid of the trees. Not that kind of game. Can't use jump jets either or mine them for lumber. Oh god, the extractor dies again. Place your bets now. How many times will this extractor die this match? We're up to 2, which already feels like higher than I expected. A little bit of an engagement here. Decent amount of Lings will get caught by that stasis ward. Overseer makes its way into the Protoss base. We'll see what's going on, which we should probably check in with at some point too. Immortal on the way. More gates being added on, so herO sticking with that ground pound toss kind of style. I like the addition of the Immortals personally. I love Immortals. One of my favorites for Protoss. Like to see them get a second robo even. Just start cranking them out. It's not a real game till we have 10 to 12 Immortals. A few Zealots will be splintered off, go after what was probably going to be drones, but Serral with the largest brain move of, I can't lose drones if I don't make them, is going to be completely fine here. Engage with the armies in the middle of the map. Another stasis, decent, but not as much as that previous one. This is really going to be the no man's land. The site, we're going to have to build some trenches. Every minute that Serral is out here fighting, though, means that extractor is not in peril, despite also losing a little bit of health. Oh, Zealots, once again, splitting off. I think they picked off a Hydra. Go after another queen. They will actually get the queen. Okay. Follow-ups showing themselves. Disruptors from herO. Lurkers once again from Serral. The Zerg going a little bit similar of a style. Lack of mutas. Of course, sans mutas this time. Opting for the macro. Oh god, don't do it. It's red. It's in the red. For those of you with your bingo card at 3. Oh, he gets it. The 3rd kill of the extract. Serral slaps it right back down. If he kills it in progress, I'm counting it. Okay. Because it is still technically an extractor. If few zealots up here will be picked off. Of course, not get too much done. Disruptor goes out. The split at the end. Oh god, Serral quit it. Good grief. Alright, extractor number 4 completed. How long will it last? Disruptor shots doing decently, just keeping things in check. No, really? Okay, not yet. Not yet. This is the real battle. This is what I'm here for. You want to watch them fight? No, I just want to... Died again. Oh my god, that's 4. No, really? Extractor number 5. Keep it going. How much gas is even in here? There's 1,200. herO, who's been completely uninterrupted, is down to under 7. So you can see the value there. Speaking of value, nasty disruptor shot, I think, on the high ground. Took out quite a few roaches. Lurkers desperately trying to defend the prime extractor here. No, made number 5 fare better. I agree. Storm being researched, adding on potentially some High Templar then, maybe Archons. Although, gosh, with Serral already having Vipers out, like that kind of eliminates some choice things like, you know, Archons, Colossi, Disruptors, that kind of thing. The Templar might be useful for feedback. He's trying to transfuse it. It will not work. He's picking up the Immortals. Serral, mad, fuming, no doubt. Extractor number 5 will not be any better. Alright, number 6. You're up. The poor drones, like... I feel like the drones have got to be watching that. Please don't make me an extractor. I do not want to be an extractor when I grow up. Alright. Zerg forces trying to defend this. Looks like herO's segmenting a bit off to the top side. I'm sure those are zealots. Did Storm finish up? Storm did finish up. Not wanting to commit to that, though. Behind this, a fleet beacon. And more Stargates. Oh, okay. And over here we have, thankfully, just in time, a pneumatized Carapace upgrade. Lurker drops. Wait, guys, you forgot me. Pick me up. Timmy, you left. Well, actually, I'm gonna say the Lurkers, Timmy. Did you get it? Okay. Phew. We got him. Oh my gosh. The scuttle. Perfect. Disruptor shots in the middle. Not doing a terrible amount of damage just yet. They're holding each other back. The war of attrition starting now. Serral actually going to split off here. Head to one of the outlying bases. Get a bit of damage done. Zealots will be warped in. Immediate emergency response crew. Lurkers holding the middle decently, but how will they fare in the main base? 12 probes dying off at that base. Lurkers starting to target down the buildings. How about you? How do you feel when I destroy your gas, huh? There we go. Little bit of vengeance now. Okay then. Yeah. You've already mined everything from yours. Fine, but I'm going to destroy it out of principle. 20 probes. Oh my god, that was an excellent disruptor shot. The rest of them doing decently, sure, but not enough to actually keep the Lings off of them. Feedback goes out on one of the Vipers, and then I think the same one again. The Lurkers so far uncontested in the main base. The mothership is attempting to squeeze through there, but I don't think it's going to work. Not in time. Nope, that Nexus absolutely gone. Toast. herO, quick. Quick. Nope. The Nexus will be destroyed. Blinkstalkers trying to help out with the defense. The Immortals doing the real work there, slapping the Lurkers down. It will be cleaned up eventually, but the age-old, at what cost? Forces knocking down the front door. Things kind of crumbling now for herO. Serral, it took 5 extractors, but he got the gas he needed. Disruptor shot connects with the Lurkers. Not going to do a whole lot, though. One Colossi will be denied. The other one just barely squeezes out of the robo and quickly runs away. I agree with the choice. Pylon destroyed, Robo Bay unpowered, upgrade canceled. You know, why would you even manually cancel it right then? Okay, well, a few forces gonna split off to the left here. Hydra Lurker easily can clean up that side of the base. Recall, oh, that changes the game. Not for the Nexus, though. Colossi here, a lot of Stalkers blinking, spreading around. +3 attack just finishes up for the Zerg, who is so far in complete control in this side of the map. Outlying bases being destroyed. What's hero's plan? What's the goal here? We're still trying to get the fleet beacon, which at this point doesn't feel like it's going to really be much of a save. Yes, I mean, Hydras aren't great, sure, but when they're on your front door like this, no amount of extractor kills can save hero in map number 2, apparently. The total, though, excellent. Let's see, yes. 5 kills on this extractor. It did eventually get to mine out 6. The lucky number, apparently. Take that, 7. Onwards. Now, map number 3. The next map in the series shall be Oceanborn. I'm going to call it hero's map, out of principle, because we need him to take one. Keep the series rolling. Give it up for, of course, hero. I already revealed it. You should have seen that one coming. And on the other side, the bottom right now, the dominant tyrant of this series, it is Serral. Continuing trend, things looking normal. At map number 2, though, good gosh, you couldn't pay me enough to be an extractor on that map. I never quite realized, I had not put it together, really, the danger of being one of those gas-related buildings there. I want to see Terrans do that too. We need that to happen, to see the refineries get beat up at some point. Either way, I don't expect to have something nearly as drastic as the extractor kill count bingo card for map number 3 here. Oceanborn, perhaps a little more. A standard, you could call it, of a setup. Nothing really going too far forward. Definitely lends itself to some longer games. So I would say grab that favorite beverage. Get a snack, of course. Tell me, comments below, what is your snack of choice? I will share. I'm not eating, of course, but I have some granola right here. Oh yeah. But I don't actually eat while casting, because that would just be an awful disaster. But I do have water. So you guys know my beverage, my snack of choice for right now. I will take a drink, because it's PVZ. Nothing's happening yet. Although I'll say something will be happening. You know, I say nothing's happening yet. Hero's slapping down a bunch of gateways. Okay. That makes 4 total. Because I can count 1 plus 3 equals 4. 4 gates. Warp gate being cranked out too. Is this actually something though? There's no Twilight. He's making adepts. Been a while since you've seen this many slow-gated adepts, hasn't it? A dial-up connection there for those gateways. This isn't Glaives, though. Is this a fake? I mean, did Serral get a scout in here? Oh god, okay. Serral did definitely get the scout. I wonder if this is hero just trying to mind game it. So show him a bunch of gates, make him think something's coming. It's semi-working, I'll say. Serral, of course, flooding quite a few Zerglings and getting the Roachhorn up at the front. Textbook adept counter, but this isn't really going anywhere. God, that's a lot for the Lings to deal with. 8 adepts, even without Glaives, can be a bit scary. Well, the Lings get a decent surround. They'll pick off a couple of them. Adepts shading, kiting, decent stutter step there. Behind this, a Robo and a Forge. Forge-botics. Roborge combo here. What will it be? Prism? I'm guessing? I'm guessing it's just a Prism to help out the Adepts, maybe. But, you know, Glaives would also help out the Adepts. You could just commit. herO probably doesn't want to commit too much, though. It is technically match point for the Zerg. If Serral takes this one, we're looking at a decisive 3-0, which is both great and sad for the purpose of loading up a best-of-5 series, I'm sure. Not a lot of damage being done with the Adepts, of course. Worker kills, dreadful, 0. I don't know. It feels a little bit like herO was just trying to force some army production, which I'll say it did work, if that was the goal, because Serral is only at 49 drones and 42 army supply. That nowhere near, I'm sure, what he would want to be in a normal macro setting. No, they don't even commit. Glial reconstitution on the way, lair finishing up. That's roach speed for you non-Zerg adherents. Couple overseers being morphed in as well. Behind this, herO. Did he get the prism? No, he was observer. Right out in the middle, okay. Adding on more immortals. Immortals, yes. Roach, Ravager, Infestation Pit on the way. I'm guessing the Infestation Pit's just for Hive. And with that in mind, it's probably not anything Spire shenanigan related. Not nearly as so as map number 1. Robobay coming up behind this. Adepts, they have an active shade, but it's not going to be there right then. Roaches will deflect them. Serral been relatively safe, able to drone somewhat freely, but appears to be halting right around this 66 mark. Time for the Roach Flood. Yeah, 14 roaches on the way. Ravagers included. Did an Ovi just die? I think so. I think an Ovi just passed, so a little bit of a supply block there. I don't think Serral was quite expecting that right at that moment. Hive on the way behind this, but I think a battle is probably coming. The amount of roaches hitting the field. Oh, actually no. Okay, the Hydra Den tells a little difference too. Where is the Hydra Den? It was right in front of me, of course. The Hydra Den, plus the Hive, of course, means probably lurkers. Once again, Serral, of course, things working well so far in the series. Decent deviation here. herO whipping out the Dark Shrine, okay. Perhaps feeling a little bit behind, wanting to get a little bit of sneaky damage done. It's a decent play, I feel. Not a terrible idea. Few zealots in the prism, just being annoying, a nuisance more than anything else. Muscular augments on the way for the Hydras, and it is a Lurker Den follow-up. Right next to the Hydra Den. They're practically siblings, okay. Spore moving around. Perhaps trying to counteract the prism. Decent amount of ground forces holding the new expansion for the Protoss. Everybody's been quite safe. This is a macro match, through and through. We are looking at a bit of a longer one, I feel. Serral quickly approaching maxed out supply, though. Perhaps going to get a little bit of damage done here as the transition to the Hive is coming online. Lurker's going to finish up. Vipers will be coming out. Oh, Adepts not doing too well there. Hallucinated Phoenix doing slightly better, I will say. Annoying the Viper. Yes, they don't actually do any damage. Vipers whipping out those long green straws will start to gather up a bit of energy. As first real engagement of the map happens here. Force fields go out. Replacement force fields go out. Zerg. Oh god, the Ravager's so thick he could barely fit through the single lane highway there. Serral not wanting to commit. Decent force fields, I will say. Good slicing and dicing of the Zerg army in half there. Serral says, I don't want to do that again. Not going up that ramp. I'm going to crack open the rocks, deal with that. The Vipers make their way to the front line. And we have the Fleet Beacon up here again. The Changeling Convention. What's going on over here? Serral wraps around to the Protoss army from the other side. Didn't see that one coming. He didn't check the side fence door. Apparently not. Disruptor goes out. Viper, control. Have to be careful. Those stalkers want them. That's the target. Oh, the blink will not save that first disruptor. Blinding cloud counter. Beautifully done, I will say. Some reinforcements from the right side. Protoss. Oh, the prism. Barely makes it out. Okay. herO committing. Making sure the prism's okay. Blinking forward. I like the blinding cloud after they blink. It's the best time. I can agree with that. The changeling found. How's our convention? They're doing okay. Spire spotted. Oh. Intriguing. That was not on my card. Mothership attempt number 2 of the series here, and Tempest is the choice. Double Stargate Tempest. herO moving into Mothership Tempest. I mean, the Tempest, great, I will say, for picking off some of the more choice units like Lurkers, potentially Vipers, but they need the Vision, too. That's the part 2 of the Tempest. Well, the part 2 of the Tempest is, after all, the Oracle. It's the best option. Revelation tag goes out. herO quickly sniping one of the Lurkers there, just trying to hamstring the movement of the Zerg up towards his own base. Spinecrawler will be the target. The Lurker will absolutely clean that up, though. No problems. Mothership about to complete. Make sure those chores are done. That homework's finished. She's here, and you don't want to make her angry. I don't know where she's going either, though. Alright, go check on the minerals, of course, yes. Battle in the middle of the map here. Lurkers moving up that ramp. Tempest. Well, they could go after the Lurkers, I feel. There's no Vipers here. No Viper protection. Where are the Vipers? There's only one. And so far, at a flower scouting retreat here. Checking out the coral. The anemones. Yes. Absolutely. Full energy, though. Doing fine. I don't believe Serral remembers about the Viper there. The focus is getting a greater Spire back at home, which means Broodlords. Not the usual pick for somebody that just scouted Tempest, I'm sure I could say, but certainly great for pretty much everything else. It's a lot of cannons, Batman. The Lings will try to commit. Nope, I agree with that choice. Batteries will complicate that matter, and a warp-in will seal the deal. Spines thrown up once again at this outlying Zerg base. Ooh, the Zealots. Very unfortunate Zealots. herO also says thank you for getting rid of those pesky Zealots, though, because I would much rather be making Tempest at this point. Adding on the air upgrades, getting more air units. Serral responding in kind. Corruptors on the way. It's a lot of Templar. What's that? Six High Templar. They got Storm? They got Storm. And they know what to do with it, too. Storm's going to be really helpful, keeping the Tempest safe. The Corruptors could be a problem. There's not a whole lot of anti-air here, honestly. A couple Archons are a good idea. Where'd the Mothership go? I don't know. Oh, she's way over here. Potentially plotting. Offensive recall. Zealots not going to get any real work done on the hatchery. The Lurker defense looking fine so far. Oh god. She got spotted. Recall initiated. Forward. Offensive recall. The Corruptors quickly get out of dodge here. Cloak initiated on the rest of the forces, which means it's probably not going to be available for the actual engagement. A little bit of a cooldown with that cloak now. Serral says, what engagement? I'm going across the other side of the map. Third base is the target. There's not enough energy on this Nexus for a recall. And this army is just way too slow. Way too lumbering to actually fly and walk its way home. herO, you gotta commit somewhere. Oh my god, that's a lot of Lurkers, though. Okay, well, that explains the hesitancy. The Nexus will pay the real price, though. be destroyed back at home. 21 probes lost, and the conflict not ending there. Storms go out. Corruptors commit to the mothership. They will pick her off. The rest of the forces appear to just head home after that. Serral's gonna let them. Oh. Recall. Natural Nexus. The Zerglings actually get a couple of the Archons. Pick off a Templar too. 29 probes have fallen total though. Good gosh, that was a lot of damage. Yeah, 30 probes total. Losing one of the bases. Nexuses. herO in a little bit of trouble. Gonna have to make a few more probes. Get the mothership back out. More Tempest. herO really committing to the Tempest in this late game. No carriers though, not wanting to go that route. It's a choice. It's a choice. Lurkers finding stasis where you didn't know the stasis energy could get that big. Lurkers can be caught in stasis though. Zealot run by will be easily dealt with there. The Roach run by now. Ah, Serral's clearing supply. Broodlords on the way. Infestors here to support too. They got Neural? No Neural. Neural Parasite. Nope. herO starting to advance, making a bit of a move here. Tempest count at a comfortable 9. Oracles at 2. Can definitely give a bit of vision here. Infestors will show themselves. Fungal growth throwing out on the group of zealots. I don't actually think herO spotted the broods yet. I'm curious what the response will be. Because the broods definitely complicate the matter for the ground army. The Tempests are going to be the real answer to them. The issue is keeping the Tempests alive, keeping them safe. We're going to get into a little bit of a tug-of-war here, I think. Corruptors take the first volley. Broodlords will show themselves. Fungal growth goes out. Chaining once again. Corruptors now able to commit a little bit onto the Tempest. Decent spread. Split. Motherships. Almost here though. She needs to activate that cloak. Cloak initiated. Will help things out a little bit here. Lurker run by. Gets a few more probes for his trouble. Detection will absolutely be granted. The Tempest can clean that up. Now the Lurker will just try to draw the army away. herO definitely fine. Not dead. Doing okay. More Corruptors being made. Air upgrades produced for the Protoss. Who goes after the nearby Changelings? Oh, single Zergling will spot this base. Quick, pull everything. It's one Zergling. Yes. Out of principle, no doubt. Decent amount of Zealots actually make their way over here. This base is not very well defended, but the Lurkers nearby the drones burrow. Quick emergency burrow there. The Brood, Corruptor, Infestor combo over here. Deadly composition, I will say. Decent answer for everything. Oh, where's the recall? Bringing them up here. Intriguing choice. herO, perhaps wanting to use it for a bit of aggression, maybe. Rotate around. Keep the Lurkers at bay. Oh god. Revelation tag goes out. Tempest get distracted by the nearby Ovi. Another recall initiated on Zerglings. Quick, get them. Now it was to move over here. herO trying to outmaneuver the Zerg player with a bit of a recall composition. The Infestor's getting a little bit overzealous with their movement there. One of them will be picked off for essentially nothing. Stasis thrown down. And the Lurker squad doing a bit of work. Getting a little bit of harassment here. Serral. Oh. Infestors. Looks like they triggered the stasis. Another Changeling convention. Slow crawling their way. They are gross. Okay, they're kind of nasty looking. The way they move, no. I hear Lings getting caught on the wrong end of a storm. Mothership, Tempest, Templar. Up against mostly Broodlord, Corruptor, Infestor. Oh, a great fungal on most of the Tempest. Parasitic Bomb even thrown out there to help out with a bit of the damage. The Corruptor's able to commit. They get the Mothership. Cloak will be denied. The ground forces... That's a lot of Broodlords to deal with 2 Archons and a few Templar. But we see what the goal is. We see the plan, of course. If either player loses their anti-air, though, that's pretty much the battle. Because without the Corruptors, the Tempest easily dispatch the Broods. Without the Tempest, well, then Corruptor, there's no answer to said Broodlord. So then the ground forces plummet. The Mothership having to be rewarped in again. Flux Veins is on the way. Yeah, herO's adding on a few Void Rays, which is great to deal with Corruptors, sure. Oh, decent Fungal. Broodlings. Can get a little bit of damage done against the Templar. It feels a recall goes out. This is trying to save them, and it will not save them all. Most of the Tempests either died or got out. We're only down to 4. The Tempest count's been dwindling. herO having a bit of a struggle, I think. Not looking too good right now. Zerg ground forces, the Changeling Convention quickly, summarily ended there. Oh, Broodlings, try to keep them at bay. The Neural, he got Neural. The new Zerg unit, the Void Ray. Well, the Hydras can clean this Nexus up. Deny a bit of mining, they're both pretty even on workers though, but I'm definitely liking Serral's spot. The Tempest count's been dwindling, anti-air having a bit of trouble. Serral adding on more Broods, more Corruptors, just gonna try to play to that advantage. The Mothership, another recall initiated. The forces will show themselves. Spore Crawlers getting quite a bit of damage done actually. I just saw a Tempest die. Mothership, yoink, right out of position. Nope, the Broods get the ground forces. Storm goes out on the Corruptors. It's a decent connection. The Fungal gonna slow the Tempest down. The air forces are dwindling for herO. And without those air forces, like I said, there's just no answer to the Broods. Blinkstalkers will blink forward, which is almost certainly ill-advised against this many Broodlords. I think the Corruptors did clear the rest of the air army. Yeah, it is just these Stalkers and 2 Archons. And now we are 2 Archons less, which leaves just 6 Blink Stalkers. That's gonna be it. Serral, true monster here, takes the series 3-0. Good grief. Was a good series though. herO definitely had some good ideas, some great engagements. I like the recall back and forth, trying to outmaneuver the Zerg, but at the end of it, just too strong, cannot be touched. If you enjoyed, be sure to let me know in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day.